there and welcome. I'm Libby Templeton with Faithful Hands Creations. Happy Advent, and here we are up to day 14. Today we're going to look into Solomon builds a temple and work on collaging some sort of a cute little ornament for that. And so before we get started, let's go ahead and, as always, look at that Jessie tree with the ornaments so far, and then we'll get on into the collage time. I'm glad you're here. And here we are with day 15, and we're going to be focusing on Esther today. The theme is courage in times of crisis. The scripture for today is Esther chapter 4, verse 14. For if you keep silence at such a time as this, relief and deliverance will rise for the Jews from another quarter, but you and your father's family will perish. Who knows? Perhaps you have come to royal dignity for just such a time as this. And the meditation I have today is, let's step into Esther's courage and willingness to act for her people. Can we consider how God calls us to be courageous in the face of challenges? Okay, so just like yesterday, I decided to cheat a little bit and go and pull out some things for us to use today. Not to cut off on the amount of time. Well, yeah, really, kind of do. So it took me less than 5 minutes to go and gather all these pieces, but I just didn't want you to have to watch me cut all these up. I'll have to speed it up when I start sticking them all on here. But anyway, I thought getting stuff together here would at least help us focus in on this. And I am liking making just the collage and not putting that extra bit on top of it. So one of the things that I'm really liking is having some of this Hebrew scripture peeking through. And so I am going to just go ahead and I'm going to add it onto the back here. And I'm going to cut off the back just so I know where my circle is at all times. Okay. And then let's add some sky. You know me, I have to have my little sky area. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Okay, and again, I'm just going to cut this off. Okay. So, in the scripture, it talked about, Solomon built the temple that he felt he was called to build. And he thought that was the prophecy, and maybe it was. So I thought I'd just start putting down some stones here, if you will, and build up this little temple. It's totally not going to look like a temple because, first of all, I'm not a bricklayer, so I'm going to do, I'm sure, a pretty sloppy job at this. And then secondly, it's just representative. And I'm always wondering, because so much of scripture talks about how God is just so very close to us. I keep wondering how many times we get it wrong, thinking that we're doing what God is asking us to do. Maybe it's making room in our hearts for Him is the temple for God within us. Maybe. I don't know. So we're just going to call this the temple. Okay, I'll just put those to the side. And then for that part of God within us, I just want to cut a heart out of this. Beautiful red kind of a color. We'll just put that in the middle. It's right here. In the middle, over the top of the temple. You know what? I think I'm going to also cut another heart out of this yellow here. And that's really going to be more of the burning desire, the fire within us, the light, everything that is God. I'm going to put that in the middle. A heart within a heart. Yeah. Kind of like that. And so here we have the finished heart within the heart on the temple. All welcome goodness for God. And my Jesse tree information for you today is, did you know that the tree of Jesse is often portrayed in ancient texts and art as a vine rather than an actual tree? And the point of that is that it highlights Christ's words, I am the vine, you are the branches. I hope that we continue to grow and spread in our love with others as the branches on the vine of Jesus. And I hope for a very blessed Advent for you. Thank you.